This call is now being recorded.
Good afternoon, all. On behalf of IOT Academy, I welcome you all for the second session of National Level Faculty Development Program on Outcome-Based Education. Let me introduce the resource person of today's session, Dr. Tarvinder Kaur. She is the Assistant Professor and Coordinator, Department of Commerce, St. Aloysius College, Jabalpur, Madhya Pradesh. She has teaching and administrative experience of 16 years. She has completed doctoral studies in project financing and industrial development, convened 2 national seminars sponsored by ICSSR New Delhi and UGC. She has completed one major research project sanctioned by UGC of Madhya Pradesh State. Her areas of expertise include skill-based education, outcome-based learning, and international financial reporting standards. Dr. Tarvinder has authored and edited numerous books, completed 2 research projects, has organized and attended various webinars and seminars. She has also delivered invited talks in numerous faculty induction programs on prospects of CSR in higher education in India. With this, I hand over the session to Dr. Tarvinder Kaur. Ma'am, please.
Thank you so much, ma'am. First of all, I would like to give a special thank for IOT Academy, National Level FDP convener and organizing committee to give a wonderful opportunity to take the lecture on outcome-based education. So now I start my presentation with the basic or core theme of this series, the second lecture on outcome-based education. So first of all, the question is coming in our mind that what is the exact meaning of outcome-based education? So definitely we can understand that this is the student-centric teaching and learning approach or methodology. Definitely it is consists the course delivery, assessment, our plan to achieve stated objectives. So definitely we have to focus on some sort of objectives. Then after such objectives, we have to focus especially on the efficiency of our students, and we can say we have to check the performance of students. Then the second thing that is the most important aspect of this presentation also, that we are definitely we can see the paradigm shift from traditional education system to outcome based education. So definitely the question is, what were the reasons for outcome based education shift or this paradigm shift? So definitely the education institutions should produce graduates to cope with technological development. So basically, this is the mandatory aspect of our present education system, that we have to focus and we have to work on outcome-based education that is consisted with outcome, program outcome, course outcome, and definitely program-specific outcome that we will definitely discuss in this presentation and this series only. Now, a small comparison between OBE and traditional education system. So that is why we are talking about some paradigm shift. So definitely these were the reason that the object-based education is mandatory in our today's education world. Definitely in traditional education, passive learners were there. Basically, the traditional education system focus on examination and examination only. But today we are talking about course outcome, program specific outcome, and definitely program outcome, because we have to ready the graduates in this today's competitive environment, competitive learning environment, we can say. Definitely the syllabus was rigid, means today you can see that NEP announced some drastically some innovative concept in our education system, in our syllabus. So with this reason, now we are becoming more object-based education system. We are moving towards outcome-based learning also. And suppose I have to define in one sentence or in specific definition we have to give. So we can say that a model of education whereby students demonstrate what they know and are able to do whatever the required outcome are. So basically, I can say in a simple words that I have to, or we have to focus on some sort of objectives, and we have to work on the particular objective only. So now the next phase, that is outcome-based education, addresses the following key questions. Definitely, we are facing in today's world that first of all, we have to focus some sort of questions. We have to work on such themes like, first of all, what do you want the student to learn? Because you have to ready graduates for placement also. Now, today's education system not only based on teaching or only the learning, because we have to focus more upon, more emphasize on program specific outcome. So program specific outcome means definitely we are working on that, what do you want the students to learn. So basically we have to work on some sort of things that after 3 years or after 4 years, definitely students will be able to achieve some placement or job, right? So this is the key questions. Then why do you want them to learn it? You have to design your curriculum. Definitely we are following NEP curriculum, right? So this curriculum, definitely in this key point like what, why, how, and how will you know what they have learned, means you have to focus on some strategies, you have to focus on some objectives, then you have to create, and you have to create some learning environment that your students will able to achieve the job, or we can say the placement or some sort of skill enhancement ability, right? So now we are talking about traditional and OBE. Definitely, you can see when we were talking about traditional education system. So that was only based on teacher center, right? Then course objective is the learning target, no mapping of learning outcome. But in this present era, we are talking about student centric approach. So here means in this system, learning outcome is the learning target. Definitely we have to achieve some sort of target, and we have to also map of learning outcome. This is the mandatory part of student centric approach. So now we are coming to the components of object based education. Three elements you can see. First of all, curriculum, right? So curriculum, we are following some sort of curriculum, maybe for 3 years, maybe for 4 years, or now we are design. Suppose we are A or A plus grade, so we can also adopt semester system, right? So we can mold our curriculum to annual, from annual to semester system. In this presentation, I will give some sort of example also, that how we can implement this curriculum to semester also. So first of all, we have to work upon some curriculum uh, on each and individual paper. Then curriculum focus on learning outcomes. What will be the learning outcome, we have to focus on this. Then the second thing is instructional treating and learning activities. Definitely we will focus on course outcome, but without any activity or without any teaching or learning environment, we cannot achieve course outcome or program outcome. And afterwards means after curriculum, after some sort of activities, we have to focus more upon assessment tasks. So basically, definitely we will work upon this thing also. Assessment tasks in form of, we can say, assignments. We can uh, allot some quizzes, we can allot some projects, reflective journals also. So basically we can mold our students to uh, research oriented also. Not we are creating passive learner, we have to create active learner also. So we can give some tasks in form of research oriented projects also. Then now we are coming to principles of OBE. Definitely we have heard a lot of times some principle of object or outcome based education. So these are some principles we have to work upon. First is clarity of focus. So what does it mean? Clarity of focus means teachers must be clearly focused on what they want students to know. Definitely, first of all, we have to work on course outcome. Course outcome means some objectives we have to take out, and we have to also address that what objectives addresses PSO also. So teachers should know and focus to helping students to develop the knowledge, skills, personalities that will enable to enhance. Then number second, design down. So design down means that the curriculum design must start with a clear definition of the intended outcomes that students are to achieve by the end of the program. So I was talking about some sort of objective or maybe planning of the particular curriculum or each and individual paper. So such thing we have to focus. We have to enhance the knowledge and skill ability of our students, our learner also. The next principle is high expectations. So what does it means expectation? So teachers should establish high and challenging standards. I'm not talking about we have to toughest the thing in curriculum. We will teach in a toughest mode. I'm not talking about. I'm talking only the we have to set some high expectation towards our weak or advanced learner. So basically we have to strong emphasize on weak learner. Then weak learner will convert it into advanced learner, and advanced learner we have to mold towards some skill enhancement strategies. Then now we are coming to the last principle, that is expanded opportunities. So definitely, suppose I am teaching my paper, suppose I am teaching economics or I am teaching accounting paper. So we have to strive to provide expanded opportunity for all the students, because we know when we are entering in our classroom that we definitely understand that some students grasp so easily our teaching skills, but some students they are not able to understand. So we have to focus more upon that particular students also. So this is the main principle, that it's based on the idea that not all learners can learn the same thing in the same way. So definitely we have to focus and we have to work on this thing. Now OBE curriculum emphasize some characteristics also. Definitely these are most common characteristics of our curriculum, that definitely suppose we are working on OBE system. So definitely it has program aims. Without aim we are not teaching anything. Program learning outcome also, and performance indicators also. So we are, suppose I'm teaching any kind of paper, any kind of subject, suppose I'm teaching. So performance indicator will help me to do a lot. Means I can know my students' ability. I can enhance my students' knowledge and skill enhancement also. Then it is objective and outcome driven. Definitely on the basis of objective, we have to reach out some outcome, and it is centered around the need of the student and stakeholder also. Stakeholders means all the stakeholder of educational system. We can include, we can consist in the series of stakeholder parents. We can put some industrialists. We can also some subject expert. They can also be the stakeholder of the particular education system. And the last characteristic, that is outcome. Every learning outcome is intentional. Means suppose I can teach any paper, any kind of subject I can teach, but some outcome or objectives that will be intentional for all of us. that you can see, this is the best example you can see in NEP curriculum, that course outcome will be there in any kind of paper, in any stream, CO1, CO2, you can see in your curriculum. So definitely these outcome, these objectives will be intentionally definitely you have to mold, you have to enhance your curriculum also. Then you have to introduce innovative teaching and learning methodology also. And you have to introduce system of data and evidence collection. So I am talking about here some sort of objectives. Definitely these will be the key factor, key indicator, and these will be our evidence collection. On the basis of some objective, we have to achieve some sort of outcome. Then now we are coming to the core theme of this presentation. The core theme of this presentation, you can see by this picture, by the image. You can see definitely vision and mission. This is very common to all of us. You can see in your institution that some vision of your institution will be there. You can see that program outcome, program educational objectives will be there. So one by one, we can see the our knowledge also, and we can elaborate these things for the sake of present education OBE system. So in case we have to bifurcate, in case we have to distinguish mission and vision, so definitely mission define your purposes. What is your purpose means, what is the purpose of your institution. And vision basically emphasize, extends your mission to an ideal future state. So basically these will be the keystone of the particular institution. Now we are coming to program education objectives. I'm not talking deeply, because program education objective, this is a very common agenda of each and every institution, that all you can see in your institution. So but I'm definitely talking about some sort of qualities of PEO that should be specific, measurable, achievable, rewarding, and timely, because we have to sort out in a particular time frame. Definitely, suppose we are running annual or we are running semester system, so PEO should be all consisting all these qualities. And PEO, suppose I am talking about PEO, so how to evolve means how to frame your PEO. Definitely you can consult with the subject expert, you can consult with the industrial expert, you can consult with the parents of learner, definitely, and you can inculcate PEO in your semester or in your educational annual education pattern. So now we are coming to the core theme of this presentation, that is learning objective. It consists of course outcome, program outcome, and program specific outcome. Definitely you have heard a lot of times COPO and PSO, but now this is the mandatory aspect of present education system. So suppose I'm coming in this course outcome, so definitely in case I have to restate, or I have to give a particular example, that what is the meaning of course outcome. So course outcome focuses on ability centered to the discipline, and it also emphasizes on cognitive process. So definitely in our mind that suppose we are correlating course outcome to cognitive process, so definitely such as thinking, reasoning, and remembering process. Suppose I am teaching any kind of paper, suppose I am teaching any kind of subject in any stream, so course outcome should help prepare students for what is important to the discipline. So this thing is very important. There is no need that we have to learn a lot from course outcome. This is enough, quite enough, that it should help prepare students or learners for what is important to the particular paper or particular subject. And it also focuses on aspect of learning. This is very important aspect of CO. Now we are coming to program outcome. So definitely, suppose you are talking about PO. So definitely we are talking the particular stream. Suppose I am teaching BCom student, you are teaching BSc student. So basically program outcome are the statement that describe what students are expected to know and be able to do by the time of graduation. So suppose NEP, now we are talking about 4-year programs. Okay, so then we can also take the example of semester system also. So in any stream you are teaching your students, your learner, so program outcome basically describes students as they progress through the program as well as the time of graduation, and you have to more emphasize of your learners knowledge, skill and behavior or attitude. Right now, the PSO, program specific outcome. This is very important aspect because NEP are only this PSO means they are talking only the placement activity, right? Suppose we have to teach our student in 3 or 4 year maybe. So in 3 or 4 year, after 3 or 4 year, you have to uh, measure your PSO enhancement. Means you have to attain. You have to work on attainment system. This is the part of this presentation also. So PSO means the placement after the completing program, students is placed or doing job or not. So this is the basic theme of this presentation. Now I am giving some one small example. Suppose CO, PO and PSO, what does it means? So here you can see the picture. These two picture have similar, definitely. But ingredients wise only one a salad. Definitely out of the two picture, we can say only one representing salad system. So the difference in only ingredients, degree of preparation and integration makes only one image, that is a salad. So basically, what does it means from salad to outcome? So definitely only one image will be presenting these outcomes. So we have to work on some sort of system, that some sort of objective, and that will converting into outcome. So course outcome identify the ingredients. So basically we have to work on some sort of ingredients, then will convert it into outcome, right? So now what will be the strategy to implement this the complete aspect, the holistic development of student? Well-defined CO, PO and PSO, you have to work on this three core components, right? Then the second is departments to proceed according to CO, PO and PSO. Now we will work, we have to see vision, mission and the entire work of the particular paper. So we have to more emphasize on only CO, PO and PSO. And this is very important that you have your students, your learner to be aware of this system, right? So this is very important aspect that your students they have to aware the CO, PO and PSO system. Now what is the importance of learning outcome? Suppose I'm talking about the importance of learning outcome. So this will encourage teachers and students, all the objectives and all the outcomes. This will help and this will encourage teachers and students for the learning environment you have to make out in your institution. Then holistic development of learner or students, we can say. You have to work on skill development of your students also. Then you have to enhance the knowledge ability, knowledge level of your students also. Then how learning outcome helps students? Suppose I'm talking about CO, PO and PSO. So this will definitely help. Suppose I have to include all these things, CO, PO, and PSO. So definitely they will help students by lifelong learning system, right? You are ready your graduates to achieve PSO, means you have to ready your graduate to placement, to place somewhere in your institution, or maybe in the another world, maybe in the another corporate sector, in industrial sector. So lifelong learners will be there. You have to create such environment, then this system will be there. You have to cultivate innovative minds, right? I'm talking about, you can hear that I'm talking after one or two slides, again and again I'm talking. You have to ready your graduates, you have to cultivate minds, and you have to cultivate skill enhancement, skill ability also. So definitely you have to work on innovative mind that will definitely directly or indirectly welfare to the society as well. Now the last phase of this presentation, that is COPO attainment. I'm talking about now assessment part. So we have to map, we have to work upon this attainment system, COPO and PSO. So I have given some live example that we are implementing from now onwards for our upcoming batch according to NEP. That we are commencing semester system in our institution. So this attainment, definitely the prescribed procedure for computing the assessment of CO, POs, and PSO with suitable example, only for your consideration, that you can see what will be the correlation between CO, PO, and PSO. So we have to work on on this particular way. So this is the best example that I have chosen this paper because I am teaching this paper. So program specific outcome of BCom applied economics. This is the PSO. I am giving only for your consideration, for your pursuit, that you can understand that what will be the assessment, what will be the attainment procedure of such one paper. Suppose you are teaching in BSc, you are teaching in BA, there is no problem, but this is the main or core aspect of our presentation, right? So here PSO 1, 3, or 5, I have chosen this particular like bit by bit now. So I have chosen this particular PSO 1, 3, and 5 for your consideration. You can see it is written here, then PSO 1 indicating students will be able to recognize features and roles of businessmen. Definitely, we have to cultivate critical decision making thinking towards our learner. Definitely, the student pursuing this program will be complete in applied economics and get exposed to the detail of varied areas of economics, thus making it easier to acquire leadership and managerial role in the financial sector. So not only the one place uh, we can place our student. This is the overall or holistic development through PSO our learner. So program specific outcome not only not only reveal only the particular subject, but they are opening the holistic development of our students or our learner also. Now you can see course outcome. Okay, so you can see the picture of course outcome, right? So this is the picture reveal that in first semester, suppose this will be the elective paper. Definitely we will talk about major paper, minor paper, and elective paper. So I have chosen this elective paper. So course outcome of this elective paper for first semester students are given. You can see CO 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. And definitely you have to work upon that in attainment procedure. You have to work upon that what course outcome, which CO 1, 2 will address PSO 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Definitely, you have to work upon the in attainment procedure, that which CO1, which number course outcome addresses which PSO in your curriculum, right? So suppose I'm taking example that first CO1, right, to understand the use of economic theory in business decision making problem. So this will address PSO1, right? So you have to focus and you have to reveal this your learner also for attainment procedure, that which CO will address which PSO. Then the last you can see, I have create cognitive level also. Definitely NEP provide this cognitive level to our learners, but we have to focus more upon this implementation, right? So one thing that NEP assign this curriculum, but second we have to make sure that CO and PSO will definitely indicating these will the key factor of our curriculum, that cognitive levels will be there in our paper, like this CO will address this PSO, program specific outcome, but in this program specific outcome, what will be the cognitive level? So maybe cognitive level, maybe remembering procedure, understanding procedure, applying procedure, and analysis procedure. So right, so you have to create such a thing for attainment procedure. Then now we are coming to syllabus. For your consideration, I'm creating this syllabus of elective paper business economic unit, because we have to start from this semester 1. We have to mold our complete economics syllabus into 4 unit, right? So in first semester, student will study this 4 unit of business economics, and in the second semester, definitely they will continue the paper in another 4 unit, right? So suppose students take economics elective, apart from major and minor paper, one elective they have to choose. Maybe they are opting business maths, they are opting economics. So first we have to study more upon these 4 units, and the next semester we will definitely discuss the another 4 units. This is the very important slide. You can correlate. Now we have to correlation between CO, PO, and PSO. So definitely we have to work upon some sort of activities, right? So in your mind now, definitely the question in your mind, that what is the importance of these activities? Because on the basis of such activities, we will implementing course outcome, right? Course objective. Definitely on the basis of these activities, we can reach out PSO. We can measure our students ability, our students performance. So that is why we are talking about attainment or assessment procedure. Okay, so you can see some example for your consideration, that on the basis of presentation, on the basis of discussion system, on the basis of, we can assign some projects also. We can create some learning environment that is based on some sort of quiz. We can also create teaching methods. For example, role play we can create, right? So some sort of tutorial we can also assign to our learner, assign to our students also. Then think, pair, share activity we can create. We can also create some poster making competition we can assign to our student, some chart making competition or activities we can assign towards to our learners. So you can see that every activity is focusing some CO, like CO1, you can see CO2, CO3, CO4, and so on. So I am creating some environment, some learning environment through these all activities, but all activities indicating some CO definitely, right? So this is the basic purpose of inclusion. This kind of activities. Definitely you are opting in your institution some sort of activities, but the activities definitely they will focus more upon some CO, and this CO definitely we have to reach out some with the help of CO. We have to reach out attainment or assessment of PSO, right? So you can see this slide. This is very helpful to our present attainment system. So what will be the complete procedure? What will be the steps involved in this present education system or PSO attainment? So step number one, sum of internal exam marks, right? You can see, suppose you are opting annual system, so 30-70 ratio will be there. Suppose you are opting semester system, so 40-60 ratio will be there. Yes, you are autonomous body. Maybe you are not autonomous body. You are opting as it is NEP curriculum. So step number one will be sum of internal exam marks, right? Then you have to follow the second step, that is based on sum of external exam marks. Then rightly we have to focus on sum of internal as well as external, and we have to calculate the average. Then particularly we have to more emphasize on average of individual students. I'm not talking the complex method. This is the very easier method. You can opt in your institution also. This is the PSO average of individual student, right? I am assuming, okay, this is the all assessment, and definitely we will apply from this semester and this new batch of our students also, but this is the complete procedure of PSO average of individual students. Suppose you are calculating your PSO attainment. So suppose, for example, like major paper 1, suppose I'm talking about in my stream, suppose I'm talking about financial accounting paper, right? So what will be the PSO attainment? Definitely in major paper, I am talking about PSO 1 and PSO number 4. Like this, you can measure, you can see that what is the CO correlate directly to the particular PSO, right? This is the marks I am assuming that obtained out of internal as well as external. Students will get these marks in major paper, in minor paper, and elective also. This is the complete equation. Suppose you have to calculate your PSO average, so you can calculate your major paper 1, major paper 2, and elective, and so on. You can calculate the summation of numbers, right? Definitely you can see the particular equation in major paper, in minor paper, and elective. So these are the component I'm talking about. Suppose paper number 1, I'm talking about major. Definitely you have to focus on this present era, this present NEP system. That second, suppose I'm talking about the semester system, but this thing will remain as it is. I have to opt, right? I'm not creating the another environment. I'm opting the same paper out of the entire NEP system, major, minor, and elective paper. Then I have to calculate the average, right? So suppose you are calculating and you are putting some values in this equation. So you can calculate the average marks of attainment or assessment procedure also, right? So this is the formula. Then how can you evaluate or attain? How can you check that what are the attainment system, means in what percentage, in how many ways you can calculate your students, individual students performance in CO, PO, and PSO. So this is the best example. Suppose I am putting all the values in the particular system. Apart from this slide, first of all, I am talking about the grade system, right? So suppose you are working on in your institution, and you are working on attainment of PSO, PO, and CO. So this will be the grade. Suppose this is the assumption basis PSO average in our institution for our learner, we will definitely, this will be the grading system, and PSO average with the help of this grading system, I can calculate program specific outcome average, right? So grade A, B, and C, these will be help out to calculate PSO average. Okay, then this is the main, and this is the core theme of this presentation, that we are talking about the correlation between three different aspects, right? CO, PO, and PSO. But we have to work on individual student PSO average. Okay, suppose in my class, suppose maybe the strength of my class is 115 students, suppose will be there, but for example I have to check the PSO level of the particular students of the particular class, or the particular group. So I'm taking example only 5 students, 5 individual students, student 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I can assume like S1, I'm talking about S1, S2, S3, S4, and S5. Then PSO average on the basis of the previous slide, right? You can see the grading system. Suppose you are talking about grade A. How many students get grade A? Then how many get B? I'm talking about student progression also, because we have to more emphasize on PSO according to NEP policy. So on the basis of such grading system, suppose student 1 will get 79.66 percentage, right? Student second, this the percentage of particular PSO 73.32. The third student will get 69.01. Fourth student will get 42.67, and last student will get the another stage. So we can allot the particular grade. You can see only first student will get grade number 1 according to our assumption, because we are assuming that 75 to 100 percentage these students will come under this grade. The second grade means the second system of grading, that is grade number B. So 74 till 74 percentage. Suppose any student achieve this PSO level, so definitely we will put on the second grade, and after this percentage means below 50%, definitely we will put our students into grade number C, right? So on the basis of such average, we can work upon PSO average. Now we are coming to PSO class average. In the previous slide, I am talking about only 5 students in my class, but you have to work upon the entire class. Obviously, entire class or entire section, you have to work upon PSO system, PSO average. So on the basis of this 5 students, definitely I have to convert it, or I have to work upon the entire class PSO average. So the entire summation of the particular percentage then divided by number of students. Previously, I was talking about that 100, suppose 115 students in my class. So on the basis of 5 students, I can work upon the entire class PSO efficiency measurement, right? So this will be the formula, and this is the base, we can say. This is the bridge of attainment procedure. Then on the basis of this bridge system, I can compute, I can measure the efficiency level of PSO, right? So on the basis of, you can see that now I am putting the percentage, right? So first to 79%, 73%, 69, and 42, and 40%. So basically A, B, C, right? A, B, C. On the basis of such grade, I can measure the efficiency of PSO of the particular attainment or assessment procedure, right? So you can see, then suppose you are putting all these values in the particular summation or in the particular formula, so you can get the particular percentage like 60%. This will be the attainment of your class, your particular class. So this we have to more emphasize on particular attainment system. So definitely you can see the previous slide, then we are talking about some sort of formula, some sort of grading system, some sort of attainment system, but what will be the usage of all these calculations, right? So definitely the final attainment levels of CO, PO and PSO. I was talking in the very earlier the presentation, I was talking about that NEP assigns some CO, PO and PSO, right? So on the basis of NEP, CO, PO and PSO, not on the paper, on the sake of NEP, not we have to, on the paper we have to calculate, but we have to work upon that particular CO, PO and PSO. So on the basis of this final assessment or attainment for a particular batch or for a particular students of a particular branch, we can evaluate or we can calculate the efficiency of the particular program or discipline, right? So this is the complete summary of attainment procedure, that why we are moving ahead of outcome-based education system. Not only outcome-based education system, but we have to work more upon CO, PO and PSO. Definitely we have to work upon these three more components. So this will be, means on the basis of average, we can measure the particular efficiency of our student also, of our particular batch also, right? So after all these grading system, all the submission, all the particular summary of outcome-based education, these are the benefits of outcome-based education for our students. So definitely after the entire thing, means outcome-based education, we can say that definitely our learners and students get benefited through this outcome-based education. But first of all, you have to aware your students, then these will be the benefits of outcome-based education, rather than your students will reach or will learn only the theoretical aspect, not the practical aspect of the particular paper. So definitely you have to work upon that this thing, you have to make sure that your students know, your students aware the basic benefit of outcome-based education. They will definitely aware the salad to outcome, is the example I have given in this presentation. So this is the core aspect, that your students, when your students will aware the particular objective, then your students will aware your particular discipline objective and program objective. So definitely they will reach the particular PSO, means program specific outcome. Definitely you can measure the particular PSO. So these are the benefits of particular system. So now I'm coming one by one. First, definitely it will bring clarity among the teachers and students, right? So I'm talking about the outcome based education. So what will be the benefits? One by one I am reading out, and we are discussing the core aspect, right? So number one, brings clarity among the teacher and student. Being the teachers, suppose you are teaching your students, maybe your learners in your class, definitely clarity should be there, means transparent system we all we are having according to NEP curriculum. So this transparent system will bring the clarity in your paper, in your subject also. Then second, every student has the flexibility and freedom of learning. This will not there in traditional education system, because in the traditional education system we are more emphasized or more uh, we can say that bind in examination system only, means we have to work only we have to teach our students in the previous system, and they are more focused upon the examination, annual examination procedure only. But now we are working on this environment that every student has the flexibility and freedom of learning. Definitely they will understand their own way, right? There is more than one method of learning. Definitely some sort of activities in your class, you have to create such a learning environment that your student definitely will work, will definitely they will learn in different ways of learning methods. Then definitely outcome based education reduces comparison among the students, right? This is very important aspect of NEP system also, that we cannot compare in our class advanced and weak learners, right? We have to work on weak learners to converting advanced, and we have to, with the help of some sort of add-on course or value addition course, we have to cultivate and we have to convert our advanced learner to more advanced learner, right? So we cannot compare, we cannot create such environment then in our class, then we cannot compare student ability, because each one students there has own ability of learning also. Then it has completely involved student taking responsibility for their goals. Goals will be mentioned, only we have to aware our student that these will be the objective, these will be the goal, and we have to attain this particular objective or this particular goal. Then finally, outcome based education or OBE system is being widely used by leading institutions also. This is a very good aspect of this presentation, dear learners, that because OBE is in today's in present era, this is a very common feature of outcome based education, that each and every institution they have to work on outcome based education, because without outcome based education we cannot survive. Our learners definitely they cannot survive in this particular society, in particular system, because on the basis of some outcome we have to create our graduate. So definitely I hope this presentation will set a mark, set some sort of standard. This presentation you have definitely you can gain, or you have achieved some sort of objective by this presentation. If you have any kind of query or any question of the particular outcome based education system, so you can ask.
The session
Feel
is
free
open
to
for
ask.
discussion. The session is open for discussion now. You can unmute and interact with the resource person, or you can post your queries in the chat box also. Thank you all. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. In case you have any kind of query, any question you have in your mind, so you can feel free to ask.
Please post your queries in chat box. I'll read it to ma'am.
Okay, any question you can ask. Okay, so there is no question. So thank you so much for paying attention, dear learners. Definitely you have uh, fulfill your objectives of this FDP program on outcome-based learning. So in case you have any questions, so you can write in the chat box, or you can say whatever you want to say.
You can post your queries in chat box also. Please feel free to post your queries. Ma'am is there to help you. Any questions? Please post it in chat box.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much. There is no doubt in this session.
I think there are no questions, ma'am. So shall we wind up now? Shall we wind up, ma'am?
Okay, please, ma'am. Sure.
On behalf of IOT, I thank Dr. Karvinda for a very informative and detailed session, ma'am. We thank you once again for the amazing presentation. Your tips on outcome-based education will be very fruitful, ma'am. And thank you very much for your efforts, ma'am, for spending your valuable time with us. And I thank all the participants for joining the session today. Thank you all. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you, all the participants. Thank you so much.
Kindly submit the feedback form using the link that has been posted in the chat box. Thank you all. Please fill the feedback form using the link that has been posted in the chat box.